pay womo so ebo mechi do ma mede nsem no mede eba abesomo talent microfinance womo sika krabia womo aba womo ebo anipa dodo na mo musika sem ejina ne nan so enu nti se wo ye ankrankran nwumeko nsori na mo pe bebi edi musika esie no odofo mema eno enye odadwen mema no nya kodanda esanse talent for aba womo ebebo ma osika sem etimi ejina ne nan so ye papa no pay jumeko we adaroma no mo so masne ma mede nsem no mede ebesomo nsem no de doso se mo fo asem yemi okenkan foi me so mede ebesomo se no so pe mo kase wo KFM TV no eso na ndedwe eye owura edutwum wode nsem bi abetudwa wode eye moni yosem kwama Ghana mampeni His Excellency John mo anope wo hosa sa enso so anotum for say to the second ne foundation wo mo adonating new staff accommodation ediama St. Louis SHS I no so yedi emu nsem yedi ebebre wo hosa ide dwede nsem ebeka ho ediama talent microfinance wo mo alanchi wo mo 15 years anniversary jumedia wo mo de be hyehyɛ so no so anope yedi emu nsem yedi ebeba besum wani gede nsem no sinitweni papa ye friend is William Adono ende due abetodwa se papa atwana nanum ewo nsiedo I no se de mu nchemu ye de ebebrel anope weni nsem ne afofrope ayabo ano ide besom se no so pem kase wo KFM TV ne so because ekai wo se anope nsem no etwego ewo ye abe fonten tam feed ne so Facebook any YouTube KFM TV GH no to betimi ahwebi na wa share na wa like na wa dwenche no udi go ase ama me kama kenkan fo a anope wo te me nka no edin a meje so ene Maame Esi Nkrumah me dan me ho sem aba me ban sem no me hya ase ede ama na akwaba edama sesa no pe muguso etimu TV no ho amohwe no so pe mo kase wo KFM TV ne so na no pe mi koso e kai wo se yensemi etwego e abe fontentam video ne so Facebook and YouTube KFM TV GH no to betimi atwebi na wa share na wa dwenche no so de gu ase ama me kama no pe me hyensem na se e de ama ode a onmonya for Dr. Yao Edutwum wo hwe nim se NPP presidential primaries nkunimdie ebetimi akọ Diama no so be presidential candidate Diama the New Patriotic Party NPP amenyoko no e wa fimpinuni e de onu wotwe abatwa e beto e wo my Ghana ha na ndedwe wo de abaso de ensem ana e kwa Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama se wetimi abone humodin ma eye Akrasi Kumasi eye expressway no wo be bone humodin a wo proposing project ni nyama e betimi aboa ma wo mode egu kwan no wo de ni nia abetudwa wo chem se nchebia wo be hwe no wa yesade no edi abo my Ghana no ana onwanyafo edutwum no so abekasa edi afa wona ni nsema odi tudwa na no pay KFM TV enso edi bi esomo ewo no so pemo kase no eso ese
bridge na mso saa o ewo punum no mde akupie engineers ye sese unim ade ba ko a China for ense onso mo wo nkurase pa na ba bi wo ho a ayi values ni ade e wo ho enya de ketwa eno omo ye bridges edeko ho bridge na omo ye no omo nye sebe ya ukokro mu a obeduru ntam o omo ye sebe ya companies beko ho no makoye factories ho ama man na den e ho no apagya emu abie enti se wo pese wo ye Accra Kumasi Express Road na kofa achimoda afenwure ho no saa abepie Lake Bosomtwe a meda President Mahama se Lake Bosomtwe o fa Bosomtwe a said the Wakan Expressway no ba Bosomtwe ne be gateway to Kumasi Ufa Bosomtwe ansa no be Kumasi Expressway
yeah
na minua se
Ebusuafo no tin semwe anna Dr. Yawedu Chuma no pay wode abetu dwaye nso ye de bi ababe somo e wono nso pay mo kase ne so ye de wo every sansem na no pay ne de wa consent from there e lawyer Martin Pegbo wono so abekasa odinsem bi abetu dwa wode kwama eye OSP Office of the Special Prosecutor watch him say eye adwuma ne duty e wo so hwe ma wo ye e wo my Ghana ha mo man ne ko nenim no won de ka me ayese papa wo nye se adwuma no esan say enoma bi e beto na apono so a etimi ema no edi asema na say wo ti ho edi tre Ghana fo no papa entimi nye sade abibia no mo de nsem no ahye ne kokwem e wo say nsem bi wo ho a wotimi pepe mu eba montim no bibia etibi e wona some no ana eye Martin Pegbu echem say eye Office of the Special Prosecutor say adwuma no wo mu entimi eye wo my Ghana no nti won de wo hwe say sade ne ebetimi abemu edi amai ne nsem a wono so wo de to dwana no pay enso ye de bi esomo e wo kase no eso.
So what's fueling my anger is that, as I stated clearly, and most Ghanaians by now have come to join the fray. They've joined the fray because Kisi Jabin subsequently came to admit that he saw Oforiatta leave. And even before the departure, he said he had intercepted the letter that Oforiatta wrote to the outgoing chief of staff and the incoming chief of staff. He stated that he had gone to the security agencies for help and didn't get same, which has turned out to be palpably false. I mean, naturally, as a citizen, I'll be angry, extremely angry. And natural fact, it had been simmering for a while because I'd heard, like we say in Ghana, you know, but each time they'll be like, hey, listen, if you go out with it, they will ask you for evidence. If you go out with this allegation, they will ask for evidence. So it's good riddance that eventually he came to admit. Law mandates him to do that. And he had done Ankwanuma Part 1. And so we wanted Ankwanuma Part 2. So if he had done a press conference, and you see, it's constitutional. Asking him to come and inform our citizens is constitutional. You find it in the preamble to the Constitution, Article 1, Article 35, and Article 125. That is sovereignty. Sovereignty resides in the people, okay, and for whose benefit and welfare the powers of government are exercised. So if you're exercising your statutory powers and you get challenges and no other institution will help you, come back to the owners of the land. This is deep political theory. It's not just constitutional theory. Ask the political experts. On Saturday, you heard Professor Jampo bringing the political science angle. So it's a governance issue. So we shouldn't be sitting here joking, please. And so in that light, tomorrow there's a citizen who is going on a demonstration. Apostle Abraham Lincoln Labi. We should join him, 7:30 at the Brasford. If you don't, it means you are not protecting the Constitution.
Ebusuafo anu nti lawyer Martin Pegbu ne nsema wode etu dwana na do pay enso ye de bi ababe somo ye fi wufri de yedu every sansem no ma no pay ne do akonsem from there legal representative edema NPP parliamentary candidate Pandai Abaton Peswa so ensema court apono so endra da court edbetu dwa wo mo mu se wo se wo mo de rerun ehihye so ho ande enda best eduasa eda nim 30 days eda nim wo mo fanya ehihye na sa rerun no entimi emba so e wo my Ghana ha eno enam so ma lawyer Sylvester Insang wono so e de abetu dwa wo chem se wo mo de appeal ana akoto court impenifo anima ehihye wo mo de ato hon de wo mbehwe wo mo respect wo mo decision de na mum wo mo so e de appeal akoto court anima wo mo hwe se wo mbetimi aye bibi e de afa ho e de amom nsemwe ana lawyer Sylvester wono so wo de abetu dwa yenso ye de bi esomo anope e wo kase no eso.
We believe that the petition was frivolous, but the court has decided otherwise. So we respect the decision of the court, but we strongly disagree with the judgment. And we have already shown our aggrievement by filing a competent notice of appeal. And we've added a motion for stay of execution. As a lawyer, if you have picked certain information that judgment will be compromised, you prepare. So you come for the judgment with a notice of appeal in your pocket. And that was exactly the decision that is affirmed, because we knew that was what was going to happen. So it's not even surprising at all. And so the only fight left for us is to follow the due process of the law, and that is by filing a notice of appeal. This is my notice of appeal dated 24th November 2025 at 10:04. The motion for stay of execution is dated 10:13. Now, the petitioner had been served with the process and he decided to throw it away. But that's proper service. In law, if they serve you a process and you throw it away, the bailiff will only go and prove service by saying that you were served but you threw the process away. And that's even contempt of court. But that's for another day. But all I want to say is that we have accepted the decision, we respect it, but we disagree. And that is why we are marching forward to the Court of Appeal, where we believe that they will review the evidence on the record. For example, the record is that everyone was given a copy of the pink sheet. Now, the evidence on the record is that there was violence at the initially designated collation center, which is Pandai. And now, once there was violence, the EC has the right to relocate the collation center. Now, regulation 48 of CI 127 says that the absence of a candidate and his agent at the collation center does not invalidate the results. So if you came to court saying that there were issues in 41 police stations, what is the results of the collated, figures for those police stations that were not having issues? The NDC couldn't answer this in court. Now, they said that the affected police station 41, that the total votes is about 500. Now, commonsensically, if you take that 500 votes and add it to the petitioner, he will still not win the elections. So on what basis would a court annul results when elections are held at the police stations and won at the police stations? But as I said, we normally say the law is in the bosom of the judge. That doesn't mean the judge is necessarily right. And if you are dissatisfied as a party, that's why there is a hierarchy. You climb the next ladder, which is the Court of Appeal in the instant case.
Nson pɛ mu kaseɛ ana agusu auto TV no ho hwɛ no nsɛm etwagu ɛwɔ abɛɛfo ntenta fidie ne so Facebook ne YouTube KFM TV GH ɛno nso betimi ahwɛ bi na wahyɛ na wa like na no pɛ wadwenkyɛ no so de egu aseɛ ama me kama me do ɛkɔnsɛm from the Deputy National Elections Director Edema the National Democratic Congress NDC Amenioko no ɛyɛ onmonyam for Rashid Tanko computer na endedwi wono so ɛde abetudwa wo kyem sɛ wono de by election na se rerun na ebekɔ so ɛwɔ Kwandai abaton peso aso no wo hwɛ sɛ nkunim ne mapa ebetimi akwade ama NDC amenu kwesa sɛ o gidie mapa sɛ nkunimdie ebetimi akɔ ɛde amom no to bibia embo ne homode na abatue enko so ɛwɔ asomdwe sɛ ne beya NDC amenu ko no wo mo so wo betimi edi nkunim ɛwɔ emusɛmwe ana Rashid Tanko anope wode abetudwa yenso yedi bi ɛsomo
has been saying that there are several crooked electoral officers who are bent on stealing people's mandate. And one of it is what has been exposed today. We said it time and again that the seat of Panda was the seat for the NDC. They rigged the election, and we've been saying it time and again that we will continue to expose crooked electoral officers who will continue to rig election. We will stop them. We will make sure that the NDC will prevent such rigging machinery of the then MPP and their crooked collaborators in the Electoral Commission. Clearly, the CI 127, if you look at Regulation 43, 1A up to H, spell out how collation of parliamentary election is done. You collate results based on two forms. We have from 1C and then from 1D. You assemble the results from 1C and then put the summaries on from 1D and declare the results. This was not done. They didn't do that. They just organized themselves, ran to Tamale, cooked some results, and announced Nindam as a parliamentary candidate elect. This is what they did. And that is why we make sure that we follow through the process. The NDC is the most lawful political party in Ghana. We didn't use lawless means to get this verdict. We made sure that we follow through the process and we have gotten favorable judgment. I can assure you, we are appealing to our opponents, the MPP. They shouldn't come for the by-election because we will hand them some heavy defeat. If they if they still want to have some kind of respect to the good people of Ghana, they should chicken out how they chicken out in Tamale Central. Otherwise, our election machinery, you can see my regional minister is here, my presidential staffer, my candidate is here. We are going home. I'm sending the verdict back to National Secretariat. We are going to prepare. They've given us 30 days. We are ready. Even tomorrow, we are ready for it. We are going to make sure that the seat will return to NDC within 30 days. We are happy. We are grateful to Pandal people for their patience. We assure them that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will continue to do the goodies for them. We'll continue to do whatever we are doing and to make sure that proper representation of NDC is done in the Pandal constituency. We are grateful.
Yeah, they were at one seminars so no pay the addition sem anide besomo. Deputy Minister of Education, Dr. Peter Eyekote Apak, one so no pay what in Sembi Abetuja watch him say Basaya, a course or Technical Institute in the watch him say, and yadia won bedia to men, then no madia to echna. It's an say Sukufwe, a yard say, and on my year, or my Ghana ha. A year damages a hood course our campus in what you say, one more than she shame mapa, egu kwama, one be share, a masuche be a hon. Wo mo mudi sa nyamransem no etimi akọ edi amomanu nti semwe ana Deputy Minister of Education anope wono so wode abetudwa yenso yedi bi ababesomo e wono so pemo kase no enso ne sema wode tudwa no ebi enie
campus of the Wa Technical Institute. Having arrived yesterday to represent His Excellency the President at the 4th congregation of the SD Dombo University, I became aware of some occurrences on this campus. So I thought it wise, after the MC had briefed me, to pay a visit and to see things for myself and also to hear from the management of the institution. What I've seen is very disappointing. Clearly, the situation is one that is worrying and has an impact on teaching and learning. Although I am disappointed, I want to commend the MC, the board chair, the principal, the management, and the Ghana Police Service for moving in to secure the situation. I have been informed that a committee has been put in place to investigate and to get to the bottom of why the riot, which is described as a fight between some students and their collaborators from out of campus against other students. Because we don't know the actual causes of this issue, we cannot speak in detail. Safe to say, we expect the investigation to unravel what has caused this. But let me sound a warning that as a government, as a ministry, we will not tolerate misconduct, insubordination, and the destruction of public property from anyone. Governments over the years and this government has made it a point to try and improve teaching and learning conditions by providing infrastructure. So when infrastructure is being destroyed and the little resources available are being destroyed, it increases the burden of government and also negatively impacts teaching and learning. So we are very determined to work as a ministry with the law enforcement agencies to ensure that the perpetrators of these cowardly acts are identified and brought to book.
na Nigeria ni abrantie baako ende wodi nyamransem bi ewo Nigeria konma ye Ogun State Abiokuta eno ewo Ogun State ende maame bi ne ba wotimi edi omowu yaya na abrantie edwane ye ebehye o my Ghana hase ya eno enam sama Ghana Eastern Regional South Regional Police Command ebom homodin edi omo ji asemu a wo mo ye hwemu ye papa na abrantie me odwane ye Ghana ha no bepie mu a mo chese eye ne nyonko baako fie ewo achim wenchi eho ano kwehye ya posifo bom homodin eye nhwehwemu ede fa ho asese ade nsa etimi aso abrantie ma mo chese wenya mfinhia eduonu insia 26 years ana wetimi edi ewuse asese ade aban ensa etimi aso nimo
the friend Victor Benjamin Ujimiru awadi mfinhia eduonu insia ye Nigeria ni wakum maame bi ene ne ba ewo Nigeria maame no ye adwuma wo se ha nke be kan se road safety wo ewo Abiokuta ewo Ogun State ewo Nigeria ewo Alatamemu na sa branche ni di se adwuma no odintempa America wanya ba bi anko se ye Ghana ha ne Eastern South ha ye achimwenchi ben apatia aho na ode ne ho ko boy ga ne nyonkufo ko hye nyame ncha de yehu video yi wo mframamu no the crime officer ne PID for ne the deputy regional commander ene nyina de ho bo mu se nipa na be hye ye potem hanko ade akwan bia so se for kwan bia ebetimi aso ne pam ampa yesuma nipa ye ko itu anamoko apatia ko wenchi kakra nyame ncha de ene ekohu sa branchi se one ne nyonkufo abehye ne nyonkufo ncha wo wenchi iba ya che no ebisa no so ampa waje atu se ono no ye no ye no second alert so ye the 2nd November ene oku ma me ne ba no ene obedu ye man mu ha 17 November eye busumi ya ye wonu ya it is muhu sa branchi ye obi a wodi bond kese ye wo Alatamemu na wetu America ababehye ye man mu aya so no ti yaya agency ye de ne ko national headquarters ye police ya bank siem na omuso de na kwako ma Nigeria mpanyifo na omo de na agency de emase ti se muti abape ya na afi so ye besi ye hye munyina amanfo ntimamfo bo se muhu se onipa bi de tibia bi de subini ne ban bi ewo potemu ana se nipa kuo bi aba mo potemu mo ya ade bi a etwetwa so kakra ntempa no mo ya ntem na mo baba police foreman ye na ye tibi hwe se boniyefo bia ye tibi fa bonimi ye be di bronya yi aboniyefo nyina peso mo kan den so Eastern South region de me ne mapamfo aboafo de awiata so se ti se brokra de yedwemo ye beja na akonfo no etimi atwom na ye de ma ko akosi mra
ebusiafo anu ntinsem we anna impenifo edi abetudwa posi jumeko no womuso mu di abetudwa ye di bi aba besom anope ye wono so pe mu kase ne so migina wo mu nseme so na metwa me ho akwaja aboafo nkrato aba me ba nsem no edo so na meto aso edi amon.
Yo, I'm up for ene ye mama kwaba e de ba e KFM musical shop de to so mienu no wo free eye Kumasi Melcom dadam ho no e sane e de ba adum no saa bre no udu eye Sambra Junction Sambra Hotel nkwanta no so pe na shop no ene Sambra Hotel ene di nhwa animu wudi free Sambra Hotel a wo sane e de ko nankane en Hagan ho no ane oho ana KFM musical shop de to so mienu ya bie ne foforo na de e kan ne se emfidie papa etimiche de wode ya sorry de wode goro agoro ahodo dwuma de bia wode obehia eye mfidie mekira musical instrument bia no eye KFM ento wo se Ghana muntie Asanteman muntie eye KFM musical shop ana sabre ya bie no foforo mu no chan ewo Prempeh the 2nd Street we free all Melcom down na wo sane ede ko adum no ane udu Sambra Hotel nkwanta so na wa dane on sanifa so oho ana KFM musical shop yi ewo ye ne Sambra Hotel ana ehwe animo ye twa abrebia
gina mese se me proud ana se me ye dwa me free Kumasi adum KFM instrument store obi bisa sa se bo me fi wodi what to ma woni si da wodi ni ma papa ejina woni na what to ma wodi say yes what to no bibi aka wakoma ni nyina free KFM instrument store Kumasi adum se mi jina ho na me to no ma mi timi nya ho me ka fi se fi papa mu anim na mi jina no wo betra ye ko ma ya do se kana twa nanka kanau ensamfu ayi
Medo benami Ghana duko do ajakple ho duko kata. Mie chonyanyi adeve na micho Talent Microfinance Limited gajadopa. Mie wana susu savings, adishare, school buafo, cashback, ple bubwa okata. Nenyebe egajom de miagbo la letie tomegbeko ateun aho gadodo. Kenenyebe egajom vivi la nenyebe o gahia ola ateun ava de ogai kene hia fa.
Tanenyebe mi foncho mi afa jom yo kenye mi afa gadodo nyawa. Business loan elemiashi, church finance elemiashi, salary loan elemiashi, eye bubo li kenye personal loan. Nenyebe mi foncho business loan a enye gadodo ikemie nana asichalao. Nenyebe washiba keke alum eleswe we have talent. Mi pekpegede nwo nenye washigba lesua ne woge wokekegede ji to talent pomonu ome nenye be mi fonchu mi afa salary loan enye gado mo mi ke mi vuna mi afa jirudu dola nke ga nyo he ya va talent wo pay slip play bank statement ye kwenye nwi hia na koko ho salary loan le rate mi to keke akeji church financier personal loan va nenye habobo masoli hama eji fufofo sankuo jitao olila ashibobwe kekeake mie flegeno na no hem v choji nto jinwade bare kwereka mo popo kai ganyu he ya talent kuna kpohe ya ole chagbagba na do tare talent bena wo gado monwa anobo buenami akpenami
etibe ya nyafi ke talent la
Talent Microfinance jengo amegan shipe ape letina tejipo hotame
miape kapomo enya 050-129-1298 alo 050-128-9119 talent oga kwamanu banto
Talent Microfinance, your channel of wealth.
Ebusiafo yesan mamu ina Kasie wo KFM TV ne so me koso e kai wo sa no pensem no e twego e wo ye abefontin tam video ne so Facebook and YouTube e KFM TV gin e channel to betimi ahwe bi na wa share na wa like na wa dwen channel so odi egu ase ama me kama na me to ansem ne so e de ama odi ende de ekopie mu e wo St. Louis Senior High School e ade a e teacher for wo accommodation abe challenge kese e de adaho ye papa wo munya baby ana mo de ama teacher for momatna ama adisua akoso 13 e wo ho eno enam so ama e yo 2482 the second foundation wo mo abom homodin ahande eye 2-bedroom house 4-flat apartment e de ama St. Louis Senior High School a teacher for mo accommodation challenge no wo mo de mo chese wo mo fa hwe na wo mo challenge de so so ente enfa mo nunti ana sesi ado mo abom homodin e de 2-bedroom house apartment wo mo de acho mo na donation e cost no we bi ana e cost so anope yen so ye de bi eso mo e wo no so pe mo kase no eso.
We heard from the headmistress. They have about 5,000 students and 229 teachers, but only 30 are on campus. So there's a big disparity between the number of teachers on campus and the students that are also on campus that need to be supervised and assisted in many ways. So putting up this edifice brings in at least 4 more teachers who will be on campus. It's still way below the expected number. We're anticipating that at some point, at least 50% of the teachers will be on campus. I said in my presentation, maintenance is very important. We are seeing a very beautiful building that we're commissioning today, but we don't want to come back a year from now and see it falling apart. If something goes wrong, it should be reported immediately. And also the care of everything inside and outside of it. So maintenance is the key. They should cherish it as their own. Not just living here, but as if you built it yourself for yourself.
Ebusiafo enu donation we anna eyo 2482 the second foundation wo mo ebom homodin aye ediama St. Louis Senior High School anope yenso ye dibi ababe somo ye de o efri sansem ne mom akopie mu ewon semfo from there do ko eye bogosu pristia wo Western Mountain mo na mane bo efri oban sesi ade galamse fo no wo mo abodon pem ekopie mu hande galamse no mutu ho a enu mpenifo atwem se ese wo munsuo ene wo monsase eno anam so ma timemu fo no so e de oyeche ahihye so a monsuo mpenifo se wo muntimi hwe na sa illegal miners wo monye bibi enfa form we say wo mo empne se galamse fo ebetimi ebepie mu ho no masai wo munsuo ene wo monsase some way anomo so wo mo de etudwa no pe yenso ye de bi ababesomo ewo kase no eso
galamse abasua wo ye community mu na kwasi sompre oyebogoso ohene osi ani onu ana ode eho ma omu sama send no voice message asani letters nyina wo so petitions in masani ni bi men fichi ye kra aban mu payinfo se mo na mo de MCE asi ha se onu no govern hen ya bona no on fichi ye sa no yo enye ye community nko awo so wo kwada community sina ye kan say galamse foi omotwa ye ho ahia otwan ya ma omo ye wi a na wakati so omo nuama aba say makwatichi makwasizi omo nuama ye ntwan ma omo mbe ye sa de we wa ha mbe ye blasting omo ba be ye blasting we so we fie ben ye dan
ye mpene e ma na nasompre ne mpanyinfo omo enye sa adwuma we ye hwa galamse ya e de krono ne niama pi e beba ye mantam ha sesi akura mpo mo bonsuo wo hwe edan white esi ho ya ehwo na edan akrake
se ya se MC ade we kosom wo na ye chief security ewo municipal ya ba wo naso 2 times on ka hwe nadmo connected to me se nadmo atale no ba begina no wo hwe o mo so mo yeju just look at this nadmo connected etu betina no wa se nadmo atale sene na acheche no posa timamifo na ye o mantam ya keka bom ye die ska to post no sisi ya ye kan hwe o momfa nti se namus na ban amem no ma meboa ye de a ene ye wuo
me ba ya nsuo da he akola ba ko edika atom wo awu o ma nka ho hwe besinde no mmesa nso be ye we ye ma no sususa ye betumi eja ho ho akọ ba bi ye be ba na ye ma no abeto pit we na se wo awu a enya asem papa if you say adna wo me dan achi ya nsu na bura fu na one day excavator wo to me so nfiti ahunadwo nsu na wo bo wo pe kwana be dibuba na o sha asase no muti one day excavator osi wo say the way who dey gina henti na the what say one bet
nti ya besre MP president minister yana kasa land and natural resources minister amakofibua we ya kasa ya de hwe ya slewa yantu mama panyin ma omedi omayanim ema mese temamufo no ya won police fort mantem ya won nurses fort mantem ya
Adishman Benuntin Semway and Natimemofa womo ewo bogo so Pristia ewo Western Mountain Manope womo dia betuja yesu yedibi ababe som yeto ansem said the amaudia eye Ghana Water Limited womo so e dia betuja mo chese sia de womo alanche eye enforcement drive ya ewo kaso no ebeboa ama mo amaye illegal connection edifa nsuo ho no wometimi achi omo anasensa etimi aso omo enu ti sia de sa operation we ayade a womo echi omo se security personnel, national security personnel, any penny for ahodo bebre na ne boa ma asese ade sa disconnection no abemu a wo mo eden hihye pa egu kwam se ne be ya wo mo a wo mo efa kwan boni su enye nsuo ewo wo mpatem no ensa etimi aso mo ina emunsem we ana Ghana Water Limited anope wo mo de abetudwa yenso ye de bi esomo ewo no so pa mu kase ne so wo mo nsem a wo mo di tudwa no ebi ana ye de ebro
anso ye empotemu a enkofo ebrensuo ehun yie pa one of the water stress areas kaso anyanya no ene ne empotemu na interestingly no yehun se bebre na customers wa ha no bebre na ayom ho water sellers water sellers no so nsuo no omotwea omuntua ho ka wo se omoyeden omutua enti baby agina awie yi ya tanks akasia underground tanks akasia miensa customer no or 3 accounts with us Ghana Water but ye share account 3 na ye be di achire share form a na ehun say there's also a bypass 2-inch pipe omale 2-inch pipe aye ahye kokoa mu wo baabi a che say no ena di nsuo no ebe fill 3 tanks na apart from 3 original connections na no as the correct accounts with us there's a 2-inch pipe edi nsuo ba fie ha sei nti nsuo no ebugu first tank no na ma na adikante ana say a discharge into the other 2 tanks no efie kakra ba ko ewo me benkum so ha sei efie ni nyina si water tank so underground tank and then there's one to my right here and then behind us is another one into so sha kaswa for edi nsuo hu hia papa na say one customer there oyes wo bobo nsuo nyina no na oye no illegally nsuo oye no illegally and then pipes ya na say machines here we yachi water tankers na be gina bonten ha no nwa ato nsuo no makwa akoyeden akwakoton this man is not paying for anything. Ghana Water, their task force, and the national security for eboye chidom, and a day abaha and area. They shall say Bible sume ensenie. Na bebre na I will not be able to put a figure to it, but we have uncovered a number of similar issues. Over 70 I hear, over 70. And I am kabani nyina nso ye big issues pa na enam so ama na obi busa se na enye customers na your connection no for themselves and no yenim se mensa for ewo your staff nti no bebre na nso na afasa eyi so enya ho query any ade ye hu se you ho bon wasem ni mu kakra na se de ekoso no wo the whole ebejimu when I hear connection and I said the punishment unya and a baby now have been punished so far since we started and also have been sanctioned, surcharged and all.
Ebusianfo enuntin semwe ana Ghana Water Limited anope wo mo de abetudwa yensu ye de bi aba besom yegina eye wo mo nsem so na madane me ho sima aba me ba me de nsem no ekọ edwadie emu For Elqua Ejadian Semudia, a talent microfinance, a limited, one more album, Homodin, one more about November Bosumimo, a 2010, a more necessary, one more a chemo say, one more 8 me album, Homodin, I'm a wage man, Aquanima, one more enya 15 years, Nana, what chemo, Anna, one more day, one more 15 years luncheon, one more dish share, so I was Santimantem Kumase, Nano, and I'm so my talent CEO, a Mr. Joshua, and in Penny for Hudo Brena. And so Edu woman come or chichen egu kwa memra MC Efo Kafkafo any woman share one year more at chichen common same way and our modi 2 Jano pay so ye DB as somewhere.
How do you feel coming all the way from Kumasi to launch the 15 years anniversary and then also had interaction with the loyal customers that we spoke to earlier today? How was the feeling like?
It's nice. It's very good and most grateful to God and our customers.
Now, a lot of them raise concern, but most of the comment are the positive one as to why the company is doing like that. I think over the years, I had an interaction with you and I asked the ongoing leader who is leaving, how are you prepared to take the mantle? And you told me you've learned a lot from him, and so you will do even better as what you have acquired from him. Would you say that, yes, indeed, you are living to that expectation?
We are doing our best. We are doing our best.
Now, a quick one before you go. The 15 years anniversary, what are the schedule in this particular one we'll be seeing or we'll be hearing in the subsequent months, years to come?
Okay, so after this launch, we'll have some series of programs from the beginning of next month. But the big one will be on the 19th of December. There's going to be a Thanksgiving service and the grand finale for the anniversary, where we'll have award night for customers and staff, outstanding staff. So that will happen at the head office at Adabraka in Accra. Yeah.
All right, so in a short sentence, what are the criteria choosing these awardees or these people coming out to the awards night as the grand finale of the celebration?
If I will say that best customers and best workers. The team, they are working on it. They are working on it. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Say so they are working on them. I want to give them some time.
All right. So that is Mr. Joshua, the CEO of Talent Microfinance, and we're so much grateful. We can't wait to see that day.
Ebusiafo enu talent CEO Mr. Joshua wono anodin semwe etudwemra wode ne sem ebe wieye no ana marketing manager Frederick Ejey ono so ebo ne homodin wono so wode sem dodo na egu kwan mo ewo lunch no asene sem a wode tudwan ebi ana yede someone
Talent standard. I want to know, how were you able to pull up all these people, mobilize them all from Accra to Kumasi, where it all began as Talent Microfinance?
Okay, so like you rightly said, Talent began from here, and we looking at launching our anniversary. We realized that we can't do it anywhere than to come to what? Kumasi. So we began talking to some customers that we are coming to launch our anniversary. So they should come and support us. And you witness, exactly. Yes, the customers came in their numbers. Why? Because we, Talent, we know the value of customers. Right. Yes, we know the value of customers, and we treat them good. Yeah, so when we took the invitation out there, they were able to accept us gladly, that they will come. Yes, so those are the things that we did. And the other thing was to organize my people, which is the staff, to agree with me that we should bring it where? To Kumasi, so that we make it what? Big. Because we can't do that to the Kumasi people. Why? Because the company started from here. Yes, the company started from here. And for us to launch this 15 years, from 1 to 15,
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Great.
So from 1 to 15, and if we've been able to get to the 15 years, we have to what? Celebrate it here, to make it amazing, exactly. And nice.
Great.
Yes.
I love the idea because, you know, connecting back to your origin is one of the key things, and I love the initiative. Now, a lot of them spoke about the company. Most of them actually were happy how the running of Talent Microfinance actually operate. They love it so well. Would you love to add something to it? Is there something exceptional you are doing that others are not doing?
Yeah, so like I rightly said, Talent, we believe in what? Excellent customer service. customers are what? Are top priorities, and we don't joke with our customers. So that thing, that culture, we've instilled in what? In our staff, that wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, every customer is no matter the amount of money the customer is giving you, the customer is our priority. So you treat the customer with what? With yes.
I love that.
Ebusiafo enu nti nsɛm wei ana marketing manager edema talent microfinance wɔn nso wɔde ɛto dwa na yɛn nso yɛn pay yɛde bi ɛbɛsom hɔ sa egu so a ɛwɔ edwadie nsɛm ne mu dia ɛyɛ minister of food and agriculture ɛyɛ owura ɛyɛ Eric Opoku na ndrada ana public accountability series no wɔde ne deɛ egu kwan man deɛ nsɛm dodoɔ na ɛna ɔde to dwa na wɔde to dwa a wɔkyɛm sɛ sisi adeɛ wɔn de nhyehyɛ pa egu kwan sɛ wɔn bɛ lanche ɛyɛ Ghana Food Brigade wɔ afiwe kɔ na ewie yɛ deɛ na wɔn alanche sa initiative na ɛbɛboa ama bɛbu no bɛyɛ sɛ 10,000 deɛ wɔn etimi enye adwuma ayɛ ɛwɔ my Ghana no ti sɛ si adeɛ wɔn ne aban ɛkɔ asitena sɛ ne bɛyɛ asa initiative wei wɔn bɛtumi ebie ano ɛwɔ my Ghana ha ɛde bɛboa ama unemployment a adults no ano etimi abrase ɛde ama nsɛm wei ana ononyafo Eric Opoko wɔde abɛtu adwa.
The current extension agent to farmer ratio in Ghana is far below the international standard. While the acceptable ratio is 1 AEA to 500 farmers in Ghana, it is 1 AEA to over 1,500 farmers. This gap constrains knowledge transfer and adoption of modern agricultural practices. To address this, MOFA plans to procure 540 motorbikes to facilitate AE mobility. 150 of these motorbikes were distributed on Tuesday, 22nd July 2025. A total of 400 AEs are being recruited as Ghana coordinators for all the districts. Their motorbikes are being readied for deployment. It is our hope that the Ghana Food Brigade will be launched before the end of December this year. In addition, 10,000 youth are being enrolled on the National Service Scheme under a 4-year program. Each year, a portion of this youth will be retained as permanent ministry staff to augment agricultural extension delivery. This is to clear the backlog of students who have completed the ministry's agricultural and veterinary colleges from 2015 up to date and have not been posted.
Community Minister for Food and Agriculture Odmonya for Eric Opoku wono ano den same way edigu kwam na den same no one fence wa was han edit to job ma watch him say aban edi sika no sombo 100 million Ghana cedis edi atoa wo mode ebema National Food Buffer Stock Company e wo my Ghana ha eno ebetimi aboa ama mode ato eye surplus dodo na egu a ebeboa ma ekuafo mo adwuma no etimi aboa no anase gina ne nan so ye papa edi amomo semwe ana Minister for Food and Agriculture Onmonya for Eric Opoko was saying edit to dra ewo accountability series no ase
company NAFCO 100 million Ghana cedis has been released to NAFCO to mop up excess produce in the market and store them against emergencies. For the first time in our history, Ghana is building national food buffer against emergencies. This is to strengthen national preparedness against emergencies while stabilizing market prices for both producers and consumers.
Ebusiafo enu Minister for Food and Agriculture Onmonya for Eric Opoku wono ano den same way etudwa mra eye accountability series no ekọ so endrada ye gina so ye de adwade nsem no ye dini aba na wie ye na madani me ho sima ba me ba me den nsem no ekọ enigede emu. Yademo elko ni jedian semu dia eyare hosem ana no pemede ebetu mwanim eye Ghanaian actor ba kwa ye friend is William Ado Nedin Ado dona enim se friend eye akwache na abeto dwase papa atwana nan e won se do eno ayare hosem ye papa na papa enya mfinhia eye 72 years ana sisi ade nyankopon atonsa ede afra ne ba ni sini twadwuma na papa no obone homodin wo mu ye papa edumre bia woja isini twa no kotina fie kakra na no anna yanti asempa oduma kuma we etimi abefa papa de akwa no pe yenso yede mu nsem yede eba besomo eno nti eye William Ado sesi ade watu anananom ewo nsiedo a eno ayare hosem ye papa ewo my Ghana ha ye gina ne nsem esu ne de ani gede nsem ene anopa no sumpa mu kase no yede ni nia aba na wie ye beda ya bo afo inase KFM Musical Center dada bate cap ana talent microfinance anope omo eso masinema mede nsem no mede ba ebe somo ewo hosa yede obi bia sisa no pe moje bre etna mo TV ne ho amohwe no sumpa mu kase okenkanfo a anope wote menka no edin a meje so eni Maame Esi Nkrumah yakra mu ina